Hello everyone, Andrew here, and welcome back to Super Mario Land 2, where last time we finished off the Turtle Zone and began the Mario Zone, and today we're going to be finishing off the Mario Zone, which is kind of like the factory world of the game, which is something you can't often say about Super Mario Brothers. The thing about this level, though, is that I actually don't really have a color nailed down for it, but I actually want to talk a little bit about the color editor at this point, so hopefully you don't mind if we just have a little bit of a chat about it for a second. In the Super Game Boy book that I have, it mentions this rule where you should always put the lighter colors on the left and then the darker colors on the right, and then work progressively from left to right, from lighter to darker. And that's because most things are usually outlined with the color that is on the far right, and the background of most things is usually done with the color on the far left. So I was never really able to nail down a color that I thought was like, the best color for this level. What I did come up with was if you put a black in the second spot from the left and make it as light of a gray as possible, you can then put pretty much, actually it looks kind of like original black and white Game Boy right now, if you like that color setup right there. But you can put pretty much any color in the second slot, and it looks pretty nice. If you like, blue, you can make it a bluer level. If you like yellow, maybe not that one. That one didn't work out so well. But I mean, you can do like a green. There's a lot of nice colors that you can definitely do. So like that's not bad. The brown right there. So let's see if we do that. And it doesn't. The yellow doesn't seem to go very well with the gray, but you can do something like that. So I mean, there's a lot of interesting options that you can do. So definitely try them out with, for yourself. So, I mean, orange can probably fit too. I mean, again, I love green, so I mean, you can never go wrong with that. But let's see, how does red look? So I mean, red looks pretty nice. But what was the one that was pretty nice? Blue. I think that looks really cool. So it's kind of interesting. You can mess around with the color editor on your own. Don't just have to input codes. And it's interesting because I mean there's a lot of levels out there that definitely have more than one combination which could look for it. So definitely search out those cool combinations for yourself. But we have Bullet Bills now. Is this their first appearance, or were they in one of the levels in the last part? Just totally didn't even it slipped my mind. I totally didn't even mention them. Bullet Bills are pretty massive in this game. They're not just 16 by 16. They're actually a little bit bigger than that. The whole gimmick with this level, though, is you have these weird kind of bomb on like a rail thing going on, where you stand on them, and then eventually they blow up. So you don't want to be standing on them when that happens. But otherwise, it's kind of a rail level where you don't want to fall into the spikes. But can we bounce off that guy and get up there? Yes, we can. Totally skipping parts of the level. No, not really. But anyway, yeah, Bullet Bill launchers are massive. Bullet Bills are massive. Not sure why they had to do that. I mean, they could have easily just made Bullet Bills a regular size, like they are in Mario World. They actually look more like Torpedo Teds than anything when you think about it, which is kind of funny. We also have soldiers here, so, I mean, it's kind of like a toy-themed level. Now, I mean, I guess it could be seen as like a Mario statue or Mario robot, but I mean, I guess it's kind of like a gigantic toy as well, which is kind of interesting. We have a secret over here. I think it's a 1-up, though, so if we don't find the Fire Flower, we're not actually missing too much. Interesting thing about the Mario Zone, I almost said the Toy Zone, as all this discussion we've had about toys going on, is that unlike every other zone in the game, the Mario Zone does not have a single secret exit, which is kind of sad. I mean, secret exits are definitely one of my favorite parts of the Mario games, finding them and all that stuff, so it is kind of too bad that there is nothing for us to find in the Mario Zone. Also, this is totally not very well hidden, because you just naturally find this block when jumping up and to the right, because what you have to do otherwise is this claw kind of grabs you here, and it's not actually doing a very good job of grabbing you. You kind of just can still move left and right and are totally, able to fall into the spikes. But otherwise, you can go along the top here and you miss a whole bunch of stuff. So yeah, is there any reason to go on top, or should I go back down? Yeah, the top is totally just, the lame way to go. So I guess we're totally going to go back down and let the claw carry us across the spikes. I remember this claw. It always reminds me a lot of the claw that you run into in the, I think it's the intro stage of Mega Man X2. They might have come back again in the first Sigma stage of Mega Man X2 as well. That kind of grab you and try to drop you into the spikes, unlike this claw, which, kind of picks you up and carries you across the spikes. It brings back terrible memories of the Nintendo 3DS badge catcher. Oh my gosh, all the badges that I've failed of getting over the years. That's kind of cool. You can see the Bullet Bill appear inside of the Bullet Bill launcher because of the crazy way that the display at the bottom of the screen works, but that is a 1-up. Still wish we could have found a Fire Flower, which would have allowed us to check out that other secret, but oh no! No, I thought I could beat it. It barely even touched me. Just like, the rounded edge of the Bullet Bill got me. But I mean, at the speed that they move at, you have to wonder, how it's even actually hurting Mario. It's kind of crazy. I'm going to destroy that soldier guy again. Haven't been picking up too many coins this level. I definitely want to probably, by the end of this part, have enough to once again try what is it called? The slot machine roulette thing. That would be pretty cool. Although we're almost there, less than 100 to go. Hopefully the next level has more coins than this one appears to have. But yeah, it definitely doesn't seem like there's really much going on at the top there. It's all about that bottom path and collecting those coins, which is pretty neat. Anyway, let's jump off of that. I think we are getting a bit closer to the end now. I don't want to get destroyed by a bullet bill again, so we're going to avoid that if possible. Let's run up here and grab a mushroom, although that's going to make it difficult to get this question mark, which is probably just a coin anyway. Yeah, it's hard to do a slide underneath it in this game because of the whole spin jump thing on. There we go. It was just a coin. That's a bad guy. But yeah, bad guys coming out of question mark blocks. I'm trying to think of other Mario games that have done that, because I know that there definitely have been a few. Or am I thinking of, like, ROM hacks? I mean, maybe I could also be thinking, of, like, oh, darn, now we have to read the bell. Of, like, poison mushrooms from Super Mario, no, not Super Mario, yeah, the original Super Mario Bros. That was only released in Japan. Poison mushrooms need to make a comeback, totally, in newer Mario games. None of that easy stuff. We need stuff like poison mushrooms and all that. But anyway, this is another one of those levels that I haven't actually been able to play and create a code for because of the fact that you can't re-enter it once it has been beat. But it's totally, oh man, I don't want to get like copyright infringement all over the place here. So it's, typical block building toy thing that can be bought at Toys R Us. Although I'm probably going to get like sued for saying Toys R Us anyway. Actually, I don't know why you'd get sued for saying the name of a company. But we're going to figure out a code that works for this level, and we will be right back. So you see, the problem that I'm having here is that Mario's color uses the exact same color as the block. So it's very hard to create a color set that, like, he doesn't blend in and it kind of looks weird. So I don't know. This one, kind of a difficult one to find a really good color for. I thought I was going for a green. I guess you could probably go for like a blue block or a red block or any kind of block that you desire, but definitely not the easiest kind of color combinations to come up with. The spikes don't look particularly amazing there. I mean, I guess we could kind of try to change the color of the black too. But then that might not look so good, because then the separation between the blocks probably wouldn't look great. I just realized I am totally running out of time again, because if you pause it, it does that, and you can't create nice colors when the screen does that. I noticed when going back and editing some of the other Super Mario Bros. 2 video, Super Mario Land 2 videos, that I was also totally running out of time, because I would, take some time to try and create some nice colors, which is totally a shame. NB, N2B, I have no idea, and B. Noble and Barnes, all of the company names in this video. No, it's totally Barnes and Noble. But I have no idea what that's supposed to mean. But again, it's like, we're running out of time. We're probably not going to be able to get to the end of this level and beat a boss with 30 seconds left. Probably not going to happen. Probably shouldn't be wasting too much time trying to collect items, but I mean, it's kind of a lost cause at this point. We can get the checkpoint, though, which is pretty cool. So, I mean, at least when we redo the level, we're not going to have to redo all of it. But hey, look, it's Grinders from Super Mario World. That's kind of neat. Is there any point in going under? There doesn't actually appear to be. But man, the clock goes down really fast in this game. It's definitely not, 1 time unit equals 1 second. It's definitely way faster than that. Like, it's probably, 2 per second it seems to be about. So I guess that's kind of understandable why it seems like I'm always running out of time, which is kind of a shame. Definitely too bad that they don't give you a bit more time, because I definitely do wish I had more time to kind of fiddle with the colors. But I think that this is probably one of the better combinations I could come up with. With that said, though, with that I almost said Mario bag, and when you see an M in a Mario game, you're just so inclined to think that the M stands for Mario. But no, we got another money bag, which takes us up to 999, meaning that after this level, we're totally going to have a chance at the roulette. But before we have to worry about that, we have a boss which is themed after the 3 little pigs. Yeah, I don't know, it kind of went from a factory world to kind of a toy-themed world. Reminds me a lot of, like the toy-themed levels that you would see in Wario Land, like Toy Block Tower from Wario Land 4. And I was not expecting that attack pattern. For some reason, I was expecting it to be the same as the first pig. Very interesting, though, is that I guess this is probably going to be one of the strongest bosses in the game, where each pig takes 3 hits. but there's 3 pigs, so technically this boss takes 9 hits, which is 3 times more hits than any boss we have fought to this point takes. Actually, I have no idea how many hits the boss in the Turtle Zone took, because we kind of blew it totally out of the water. Ha ha ha. Yeah, because, you know, we just used fire on it and never even really got to see it attack us. Anyway, now that we kind of have an idea of what's going on here, that's 1 hit. And man, that was kind of silly. So that's 2 hits. And that's 3 hits. Then we get this one, which has kind of a jumping pattern going on. So that's 1 hit. And then it speeds up. That's 2 hits. And that's a 3 hits. 1 more to go. Which way is he going to go? What does this one do? He has a very strange vertical jump going on. That's 2. And final hit. Coming on up. There you go. 3 hits on all of them. And we have the, I almost said 5th. Jumping a little bit ahead there. We have the 4th golden coin. I just realized we're actually at 36 lives. So aside from the very first world that we did, which was the tree zone, we racked up a ton of lives. We actually haven't racked up that many lives in the next 3 worlds, although that's also partly because I've been getting totally destroyed in some levels as well. Partly due to silly things, such as, you know, me running out of time and all that, but also there have been definitely a few challenges going on there. I was also wondering why the 9 was glitching out at the bottom right there, but it's actually because it was blending in with the flag, which is kind of funny. With that said, though, here we go. Once again, is my luck any better than it was last time? Let's find out. I'm not going to look. Not looking, and now. Heck yeah! 99 up! There we go! That kind of completely destroys the fun of trying to rack up 99 lives, though. But that totally makes up for how pitiful of a performance I did the first time. I don't know if I've ever got the 99 up in that game before. So there you go. So I went from having like the worst luck of my life to the best luck. So just like that, 99 lives, there's no need to ever pick up another extra life again, unless I totally go and blow it. So from now on, let's try to see how long we can stay at 99 for. No more deaths for the entire rest of the Let's Play. That is the Andrew guarantee that will probably be broken in like the first 5 seconds of the next part. With that said though, 4 worlds down, 2 to go, and the next world that we're going to be doing is the Pumpkin Zone. And ooh, what could the other world be? I have absolutely no idea, but I mean, there's also this hippo thing over here that we haven't seen. So those are mysteries to be solved in the future, but before that, you know, 2 more worlds to go, and then it will be once again time to come to the store with all 6 coins collected to take on Wario. But again, 2 worlds before we do that, with the Pumpkin Zone being what we're tackling next. So thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and hope you will join me next time for World 5. And we're going to walk over there and prepare for that. The green color that we have going on right now totally does not fit the Pumpkin Zone, but you know, we'll switch it up in the next part. So thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it, hope to see you next time for Pumpkin Land. So thanks, and see you later.